It's now day 16 of my nomination by Paul Embom to do 25 push-ups in 25 days with a different variation each day, raising awareness to mental health issues like stress, anxiety, depression and PTSD that can eventually lead to suicide. I want to say thank you to Ray Coombs for my next push-up variation because I'm completely out of ideas, so if anyone else has any more ideas, please DM me or put it in the comments below. Over the past 3 videos, we've explored how caffeine works and how removing caffeinated drinks from our sleep routine up to 6 hours before we go to bed can improve sleep quality. We've looked into the blue lights from our handheld devices and TVs and laptops and social media and how they impact not only our sleep quality but our sleep quantity. Now it's time to take a dive into our sleeping environment to see how we can really dial that in. There should be 2 things that happen in the bedroom. Going to sleep is one of them, watching TV is not the other one, but gradually TVs are becoming commonplace in our bedrooms. It's actually becoming quite normal now for many of my clients to tell me when we're discussing their sleep routines that the TV helps them fall asleep. And I can understand where this connection through correlation has occurred, but in truth it's actually quite the opposite. Now if you consider the amount of times you watch TV determined to watch the end of a movie or episode that you're really enjoying, only to fall asleep and wake up 3 hours later needing to turn the TV off, a routine is occurring in which you're connecting falling asleep through exhaustion watching the TV to the TV helps me fall asleep. This is all compounded by the fact that humans in our very nature like routine because it's easy. So when you hop into bed and turn the TV on, start searching through the channels, not only are you building that routine, but you're getting a little hit of dopamine as you start searching, and even if you know the channel that you want, you're still being rewarded. So when you combine this with the blue light that's now blaring in your face from the TV screen, you're now bringing cortisol along for the ride, as we know from the previous videos. And if cortisol's high, the melatonin production drops, which means you're really tanking your chances of getting a good night's sleep. This is undoubtedly one of the hardest routines to break, but it's worth persevering with. What you need to do is only go to bed when you're tired, and then if you get into bed and you feel wide awake, you need to go out of that room and read a book in another room, do something until you start feeling tired again. Go back to bed, and you need to keep repeating this process until eventually you just fall asleep in that room. Now this may take a few days to get over, but what you will find is eventually you'll start building up that routine of your brain knows that when you go to bed, that's the time when it goes to sleep and not when it starts to get stimulated by the TV. And if you find that the temptation to start watching TV when you're laying in bed thinking you can't sleep is too great, remove the TV from the room altogether, because if the temptation isn't there, you can't do it. And now, before the rain comes in, it's time for those push-ups. My next nomination is Phil Mallon. You're up, big guy.